And good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Desk. I am Paul the Ball. A very exciting evening for you. It's jam-packed, and we're starting off with fire. It's the 2016 Olympic Games. It's all over, I know, but we've got some of the folks who are here. In particular, we have the president of the BVI Olympic Committee, Mr. Ephraim Penn. Good evening, sir. Great to have you.
Good evening. Thanks.
Along with him, sorry, let him finish. Along with him is Chef de Mission, Miss Stephanie Ross Penn.
Good evening.
And the head coach, the man himself, Mr. Winston Potter.
Good evening.
So good evening to one and all. And I've got to start with the president. Mr. President, tell us all about the Olympic Games. I mean, we saw it on television, but you saw it live.
Well, you're right. We saw it live, and it was special. This game was special. It's my second Olympics, and it was special in many ways in that we had a sizable team of 4 athletes and swimming for the first time. And the delegation worked tremendously well, and I must compliment Stephanie and her great work there with the rest of the crew. Everybody pulled their part. The athletes were enthused. We had good coverage from Rio, and we had a lot of enthusiasm from home that helped the athletes to really want to do their best. So I think all in all, the BVI was, they did the BVI proud. And I'd just like to thank them, and I'd like to thank the folks at home who kept in touch with us and keep encouraging the athletes to do well. So it was a great experience for everyone, as far as I see.
Okay. Before I go to Mr. Potter to talk about the athletes themselves, I know we have the chef de mission here, Stephanie Ross Penn. What was it like for you from your perspective, out in Rio?
Well, since I had the task of being the administrative arm of the team and ensuring that everybody was comfortable and settled and in the environment that would allow them to be able to hopefully perform at the best they could, it was a big task, but it was an excellent experience. I am thankful that I had the team that I was working with. Like Mr. Penn said, everybody really pulled together and played their part. We had excellent assistants from the Rio Organizing Committee that were very dedicated to our team and helping us solve whatever problems we have. And we really had a great experience. We had ups, we had downs, but at the end of the day, everybody really enjoyed being there and being a part of the team that made up the 2016 Games.
Okay, I know there's lots of other things to talk about, but I just want to get to Mr. Potter there, Winston Potter. Winston, you were basically in charge of the athletes. You were the head coach. What was it like for you from your perspective? And obviously you got to be around lots of athletes because you were right in the heart of the fire.
Yes, well, as the president has stated, the athletes were great. They may not have gotten the result they wanted, but I think that they have assessed what is needed now to go on to the next Olympics. And coming back from that, we have already started putting our plans together. So I am excited with the young talents that we've got and our organization going forward. And I mean, I think that this was one of the best organized in terms of basically some of the things that we want to put in place were there. And I'm really looking forward to the next one. It's going to be exciting.
There's reason to live.
When you go to these games, the adrenaline flowing. I don't know how long it's going to last.
But I'm still flowing. I can't even last to see you this excited. You do it to the guy saying, I don't come in for the TV because So all of you said one thing in common. You spoke about the team camaraderie and how everything was so well organized. Mr. President, tell us a bit, from your perspective, what that was like. I don't want to compare it to, let's say, London, but certainly let's talk about Rio and what made it so organized and why are you all so excited?
well, as I said, it was a coming together of the team. For the first time, we had a social media page that kept everyone informed. So everybody knew what was happening instantly.
Wow.
You wake up in the morning, you see about 15 texts or something, Stephanie telling you what's happening and everybody communicating back and forth. So that kept everyone in the loop. And then you had great coverage from home. You had different media person. I think Charlie was in contact with us on a regular basis and
Right.
getting information out to the media. So then you had interaction from that level.
Yes.
And then we had Broadsword Communication, Sophia Faye, who was there and really keeping the Facebook page up and running. And when they told me that we were getting over 20,000 hits, I thought they were joking. But we actually, I mean, it just exploded because with the information coming to home and everybody wanted to know what the athletes are doing, it just kept everyone in tune and everyone just kept working together and make it a real fun environment.
So in other words, the whole of the BVI were online texting. It
Yes,
20,000. You know, you should only watch it there because everybody was involved. That's amazing. 20,000 on a
20,000
little
plus,
BVI.
yeah.
That is special.
One of the things that really got to me was that my daughter went and she was doing some live screening back home of the events, and then she left. And there I am with this phone, and there's a event coming up, and everybody wants me to go live, and I didn't have to.
They're waiting for the live stream. You're spoiling the people, you see.
So I said, wow, you know, people are really
Yeah.
in touch and they want to see how the athletes are doing, and it was just an amazing experience all around.
Well, that I notice is the way the youngsters are going now. They actually film things that they're doing during the day and they post it, and they get a whole following of 20,000 people following them what they are doing today. So maybe we gotta start the whole page. Right? Well, life after the Olympic Games.
It worked well though, because one of the things we wanted to capture their day-to-day and not just that performance on the track. We wanted the people who were tuning in to know this is what's happening today, this is the preparation. We wanted it to be more of follow the journey as opposed to follow that one event. And I think we were able to capture that, and like Mr. Penn said, the team working, especially from the media side, did an excellent job of keeping everybody informed.
Now, one of the good things I noticed is that we had a very young team out there. We're talking about young Miss Phillips. She's only in her teens. Eldridge is in his early 20s. And Ashley is still a very young sprinter for a quarter miler. You know, I think she had at least another 10 years, in her. Mr. Potter, you mentioned about them seeing the future. What was the feedback from the athletes as how they saw what they've learned from this event to take it to the next?
Well, that was the real challenge. I think that they were able to see the best. I mean, when I look at Eldred, his competition was one of the best ever
at
in
the
the
games.
history of the game.
That Jamaican was impressive. And he came third.
Yeah. So all of the athletes who qualified for the finals and was in that finals were the best qualified event ever in the history.
In the history,
Wow.
yeah. The shot put qualifiers,
And
they
you know, and
literally
the
qualified.
The guy is very imposing.
Yes.
Everywhere the man goes in village,
He's a star. No, no one scared. He was a
around him.
star. He
They want a
attracted
pin.
people.
they want his track shoes. They want
He ain't getting as his track shoes.
Yeah.
They ain't getting as his track shoes. I can tell you now.
you know, and then it's about him. You know, the kind of way he goes around, and he knows everybody. He knows the biggest, smallest, the best, and he knows their stats. And he's trying to compare and see where he could go better.
Yeah.
You know, and I was rather impressed with the swimmer. I mean, I'm not very involved in swimming, but
yes,
oh
yes.
my goodness, I think the girl is tremendous. I think we have a gold mine right there.
Wow.
And I think, well, I've talked to the president here.
Yes, yes.
I think that is some area in which we need to develop more, so that we're not just having one swimmer now.
Right.
We talked about that a long time ago, but
Right. But what I would say is from somebody back home perspective, the excitement of the potential, the possibility of the Jamaican winning a medal was through the whole Caribbean. Everybody was following this Jamaican lady. And although in the end she didn't quite make it, you know, she was the only West Indian in the final. So I have a feeling at the next Olympics, the BVI is going to have the whole Caribbean behind them, you know, in the swim. But I also very strongly feel, and I don't think I'm going to be wrong, I think that Eldred Henry can very well be in the medals of the next Olympics. And you know, for me, from my own personal experience, I can always tell when a person has potential when they know all the other athletes and their times.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a
he's
sign
well-informed.
that he is growing inside here.
Yes.
And I like what you said there. And that tells me that he wasn't just there for the trip. He was there because he understood that the athletes that are better than him and he wanted to beat them. But how unlucky can he be to have the world's best performance there? I mean, not just the world's best, but the best ever at an event.
Yeah.
Because
Inspiring.
Eldred throws over 18 meters. I mean, the guy's a Hulk.
Yeah.
You know? So next time he's going to go back as a star.
Yes.
Let's hope so.
Yes. The Star Hulk.
Yeah. So, I mean, tell me more. I know I'm taking all the talking here. I'm getting excited too.
We are excited, and we're glad to see you excited and enthused. So Stephanie, I think, had, you know, she ran the show there. We came in periodically now and again to find out how things are going and keep in touch. But day to day, she ran the show, and I think as the first-time chef, it was a tremendous job, a lot of work, and I would just like her to elaborate on really what it took to get it done. I think, and to how she worked with the athletes. The athletes were all enthused.
Right.
Everyone was enthused. They kept everyone in touch, in tune with what's happening, and really made the event, I think, a lot easier for the athletes and in some Olympics. As you know, Rio had the challenges.
Yes.
And we had to be on top of things to really stay comfortable there. We had the Zika scare and what have you.
Right.
And we took on Dr. Harlem Bantapool with us. And, you know, so we brought a team and everybody worked together. But I think the key is the leader, when you're with a team, the leader to be balanced and keep everything in sync. So I think Stephanie should just elaborate on what all it took to really make it such a successful event for everyone.
Well, Steph, obviously it was an excessively competent team that went. Tell us how you kept it all together.
Well, I think the major key was really setting the stage from the beginning. And so when I went to Rio, because I got there about 4 to 5 days before the first wave of persons came in, and my goal was make sure everything is in place before they get here. And Rio did have its challenges. It didn't have as much as the media would have painted, but there were things that needed to be sorted and fixed. And what I tried to do is not really tell them you're coming to problems, but tell them you're coming and everything's going to be fine. And by the time they got there, everything was set. And one of the things that was key too is the communication. We had daily communication. We had chats that the entire delegation didn't know, because we kind of like pocketed it so that the chats wouldn't get overloaded and people inundated, but so that we could like stay focused in key things. So we had our media chat so that Sophia had key contact with those she needed to follow and be able to capture. We had just the regular day-to-day routine chat so that everybody knows, okay, today, this is this day, this is what to expect, this is what's going to happen tomorrow, this is what I need you all to do. And everybody was really good at tuning in and responding, and if they had challenges, letting me know so that we could get it fixed. And the key was really fix it as quickly as possible. And once that happened, everybody was able to focus on what they needed to do and prepare accordingly. And I want to think that they were all in positions and feeling like, okay, I don't really have to worry about anything. I'm here to just prepare and compete, and that's great. And I believe we accomplished that.
That was
Well, I think one of the greatest things, right?
Right.
She prayed, right?
Yeah.
She prayed.
That too.
That impressed you, Winston.
All in her lap. Was one of the best drivers. Not one of the best drivers.
We did.
I mean, you know,
After some up and down
like
with
a
drivers.
bodyguard.
Yeah.
And then she had two
able
help
assistants.
you know.
Yes.
And then we had Holland, and I think he is into sports.
Yes,
Yes,
he
he's
is.
very
He really is.
enthusiastic
He
about
is.
the future.
He is actually.
Whole thing, and you know, so I know that things doesn't stop in Rio.
Yes.
So that's, and then we had
We had Matt.
Matt, physio?
Matt was a physio.
Physiotherapist,
He
right.
came out of
Chiropractor,
Canada,
right.
and
he was
he was a
perfect.
perfect fit for the
Wow.
team. He
So
really was.
we were blessed with people that surround us that really make it gel together.
Yes, and
And,
everybody was willing to put in overtime, extra time,
Wow.
go out of their way just to
That's
make
awesome.
sure the athletes were prepared
Right.
to do what they needed to do. And it was just a really good team. I have no complaints about the team I work with. It
sounds
was
like
a pleasure.
a very competent team that went together. And sometimes it doesn't always happen that way, but we certainly got it right this time.
Yeah, well, when you're working
know?
with humans, they say that, you got to
Yes.
put competent people together.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
And,
absolutely, without a doubt.
If not, you will have chaos.
Well,
So,
Mr.
so you appreciated those morning messages, Mr. Potter?
I'm going to give you the final word.
I wasn't sure he was tuning into the WhatsApp, but now I know he's on.
He was.
He's up to date. Yes. He didn't respond, but now I know he was tuned
Just trying
in.
to figure out how it works.
Yeah. But no, he has secrets. Now I know
Actually,
he's competent. He just makes it seem
He
like
called me. He called me. He says, "Well, my phone keep on making that noise." Mr. President, you have the final word.
Well, the final word is just to thank the team that went, thank the people of the British Virgin Islands for supporting the team, and just thank the athletes foremost for dedicating their lives to this journey.
Yes.
Because without them, we wouldn't be here.
Absolutely.
And I just like to again thank the government for their support, and to really ask the public to be patient with what we're doing. It's not going to happen overnight.
it's long term.
We have just started a program, a long-term athlete development program,
Yes.
that hopefully will see us through to the other
sir.
cycle. And as Mr. Potter said, he's confident that he will be bringing home a medal pretty soon at a higher level. We have two major games that we're going to be attacking pretty soon. The Central American and Caribbean game in 2018 in Barranquilla, Colombia.
Oh.
And then
Wow.
we have the Commonwealth Games
Oh yes, of
in-
course, the great
in
Commonwealth
Australia.
Games.
So we have two games to measure
Yes.
where we are. We're not just thinking only about the Olympics.
Correct.
We have cycles that we have to get through, and we hopefully will continue to grow and select athletes that will eventually give us what we're looking
So
for.
we'll be back to carrying that baton for the Queen very shortly again.
Oh, next
Yes.
year.
Already?
Yes.
Wow.
Next year
Has
in
it been
July.
4 years already?
Yes.
4 years already.
That is unbelievable. I still feel the same age, Potter. On that note, we're going to take a pause for a cause. Thank you very much, Olympic Committee. A very competent team is the final word that's in my mind. Stick and stay. More to come right after the word from our sponsors.
Sports Desk is sponsored by Flow.
This is us. This is how we work. This is how we play. This is how we live. This is how we flow.
Hands, sing BVI, wave them to the sky, rock from side to side, vacation for you and I. Hands, sing BVI, wave them to the sky, rock from side to side, vacation for you and I. Come out and enjoy your country, local foods like fish and fungi, rates you can afford, enjoy hotel sailing and more. Me tell them, no need to go nowhere. We have what you need right here. Relax at our resorts and take a sightseeing tour. Come on out and you should take this opportunity to have a vacation station for you and me. Me tell them, hands, sing BVI, wave them to the sky, rock from side to side, vacation for you and I.
And now it's time to plan your BVI staycation. Visit us at www.bvistaycation.com. This is a message from the BVI Tourist Board's staycation campaign.
Welcome to our newly renovated Botanic Service Station to serve you better and faster. We carry Sol gasoline, the best gas that will take you further and keep your engine running cleaner. To make that delicious meal at home or restaurant,
we have LPGs from
120 pounds to 100 pounds, readily available for your easy pickup right here at Botanic Station. While you are here, check out our deli for finger-licking snacks from pizzas, hot wings, patties, cakes, all made fresh every day, and cold drinks that's always cold. Need oil for your vehicle? We carry a wide selection of vehicle maintenance products. We are open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily.
This is us. This is how we live. This is how we flow.
Welcome back, folks. You just had my good buddy Paul on the ball handling the show. Now you got me. I'm going to be here holding it down for the rest of the evening. In the studios with us, we have no other than the big man himself, Mr. Roger Smith. Save the Seed. Is it
Honorable Julian Fraser,
yes.
Save the Seed, basketball, National Basketball League.
Yeah, it's a national league, he said, that's going on right now. So bring us up to speed with what's going on. I know you guys didn't give us a chance to come to the opening and let us know what's going on. We didn't get no time, no dates, or nothing. So we know we're going to hold you responsible for that.
Well, that's okay. You could call the public relation officer.
Well, you know, your public relation officer is not working.
Oh, yeah, you got to do something more.
Yes, yes.
The league started last weekend. It started off pretty good with the championship teams from last year. Actually, we increased the age of the junior division to make it under 15. So that division is quite competitive. The first game we had High Speed versus Junior Stars, which was won by 2 points. And then we had the rematch of the last year championship game, which was Splash Brothers versus West Gunners. That game was intense for the first 2 quarters, but then West Gunners being the championship team and the caliber of players that they have pulled away, so it was really interesting. But go ahead.
Well, what about the draft picks that they had this year? Are the same picks or they had different picks this year?
We had different picks. Ray Victor was able to stay with his championship team, West Gunners, because you have to give someone a chance to defend the title. So he stayed with his team, and other than that, the draft went pretty good. You have Red Zone picking up Nathaniel Malone, Avengers picking up the guy Hancock. That's his nickname, right? Cedric King. Besides Splash Bros have Steve Parolin, Blazers have Jovan Cameron. So the league is quite competitive, and we always try to make sure that the competition and the skill set is balanced and try to avoid blowing out games. We like people to come there and not say, well, okay, Blazers going to win tonight or whatever the case may be.
Now that you mentioned Blazers, I know Blazers was one of the big teams normally in the league. Tell us a little bit of what's going on with Blazers.
Well, Blazers is a team that most people pick up. I think that when we see a lot of fans come out, they actually come to see Blazers lose. But the team is good. That's Julian Willock's team.
Right.
The team is very interesting this year.
Who was his draft pick for this one?
His draft pick was Jovan Cameron.
Okay.
It's Jovan's second year playing in the league, and he's playing with Blazers, who is probably coached by Jason Edwin and Rennie Phibbs. And the team also has a foreign player. We have a foreign player. Each team is allowed to bring one foreign player. And the guy is like nearly 7 foot. The guy was.
This is very interesting.
Yeah, the guy was down there blocking ball like you're playing volleyball. The guy they throw him up and he's blocking.
Julian would whip for him.
Yeah, because I think that for all the listening audience, this Friday they're playing against West Gunners.
Oh yes, that's a big game.
That's gonna be a really big game, and it is said that Ray Victor, he's an Adventist now.
He's not be playing.
Well, it was confirmed that he will be playing. So I guess that I know how that's gonna work out, but this is a serious game. And I don't know who I could say offhand who will win the game. I could tell you it's going to be a very competitive game. You also have Sorrent playing with Blazers as well. You know, I got hit all the trees, and you have Demai over there and West Gunners that hit all those trees. They got Deon Edwin here too again.
Oh, he's playing?
Yeah, he's playing. He's on Blazer. He played weekend down.
Will I have him back again?
But yeah, he played weekend. I tell you, this is a must-see game.
Well, like I can say, Lord, you've been doing your homework. You do your research this time. You mean you're definitely going to win this one. So,
well, he thought he was going to win last year.
Of course. So,
everybody.
you know, you have to reshuffle for this one.
Yeah, everybody going with the intention that they're going to win. I think that Splash Brothers have a really good team as well. So does Morris team, which is next. So the competition down here is going to be.
But let me ask you, how many teams are involved in the league?
There's about 13 senior teams and 5 junior teams.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but
that's a lot of teams.
Well, you know, the league has become quite attractive for players and fans alike. You know how we put the system in place in terms of trying to balance. It's all about balance, you know. And broken up some of the superstar guys and having them play an individual team. They can also assist and teach, you know, the younger guys a game of basketball. And if you had come out on Saturday, Steve was very interval in terms of trying to make sure, give the guys a proper pass, send them, you know, the proper picks, you know, where to go for the ball, when to shoot, when not to shoot.
While he's playing?
While he's playing. I mean, he's a bit loud,
okay,
but he's experienced. And I think it's only good for the development of our younger players. And hope that the junior division can learn something from watching these older guys play amongst the younger guys.
No, about the junior division, you said it's the age has upped a little bit, so the competition is a little better. So who should we be looking for between those 5 teams?
Well,
the top 2 for you.
Well, you know, my son is.
I know your son is playing. I know your son is playing.
But he lost his first game. Bash doing a pretty good job. You know, Brian Booley.
He's coaching your team?
I mean, no, he's coaching high speed.
Okay.
And I think that he has done a good job in terms of transitioning, coaching younger guys. He used to coach legs and those older guys. But I think he's doing a pretty good job with his transition towards.
Well, you know, these guys are veteran in the sports. Him, Morris, and those guys, they've been veteran with you know, a lot of players for a lot of years. So, you know, you have to give them the credit. They should.
But yes, I must give Morris credit as well because he have a team as well. And Morris, you know, he's the type of guy that, you know, if you can't play ball, he wouldn't turn you away.
Right.
He'd say, come, let me teach you. And he must be recognized for something like that because the team that he has...
flowers while they're alive.
Yeah, you know, the team that he has maybe might not be like the recognizable young players.
Right.
But, you know, you let them sit around 2-3 years, they're going to be players that everybody wants.
Exactly.
You know, and, you know, McLean and those guys do that type of stuff.
Right. So you have to give them the credit while they're
Yeah, I think so, yes.
So you said we should be looking forward to Blazers versus
West Gunners, and even on Sunday, not discrediting the other games on Saturday and stuff like that.
That game is on Saturday?
No, this game is Friday last game.
Blazers and West Gunners?
Yeah, Friday, Friday. But actually tomorrow.
Okay, folks, if you're trying to find a place where to go.
It's at Save the Seed.
Honorable Julian Fraser League is going on in Save the Seed. I mean, the seating capacity is small, so you have to get there early.
Well, we want about 300 people. That's a good crowd.
Yeah, well, if you're doing 300 every weekend night, you're doing pretty good, because I think that's even doing better than the Federation League.
Well, I don't want
that's a
different
story. Because my suggestion is that you guys should have been doing something similar to that. I don't think the Federation should be running the league at all.
Well, I don't think that it's, if you look at the bylaws, they had no card running the league. The league's supposed to
But then again,
be run by clubs.
For where you guys at, I mean, you guys have outgrown that space there. You know what I mean?
I would say so, but I think that the people like the environment where, you know, kids could
go downstairs
utilize the facility, you know,
and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I know. I guess the environment. Not saying that the multipurpose complex would not be able to do such a thing, but you know, you just need a good team, a good organization.
You know what I look at? I look at the safety hazards and stuff like that. But you know, with the tightness of if something was to happen, you know, and stuff like that. But
God's willing, we're going in the 4th year, and so far, you know, we had.
But you're in a church building, so I guess you guys have the blessing.
Well, after the bishop comes out and say his thing, I think that the bishop and the district representative, Honorable Julian Fraser, you know, they play a part in the league. You know, they show up to the games. If you have any encroachments and stuff like the bishop comes out and he say a little something, keep the guys together. The opposition leader does the same thing. He there to every game.
Because of course, I mean, in the past you had some little infringements and stuff like that.
Yes, we had two things in the past.
I know some folks had to be suspended or teams suspended. So you guys kind of have that under control.
Well, yeah, because discipline is a major thing down there. Even though I'm not the commissioner anymore, it's Derek Valak, and I think that he's doing a good job thus far. Putting on the league and stuff like that. So I'm still a part of the committee and stuff, but he's a commissioner now.
Okay, we have a full load this evening, so just give us again what to expect tomorrow night.
Well,
through the
like
weekend.
I said, tomorrow night, through the weekend, we're gonna have some real good competitive games. But I think that the game tomorrow night will be really hyped up beside Blazers versus West Gunners. And also on Sunday you have beside Blazers again playing Splash Brothers. That's actually the team that won the Eastern Division. Shem is a really good shooter. They have Steve on that team. They have Houston Penn on that team. They have a really good team. They have a really good team there. So if you see, you have the. It's only $3 to get in. So
good. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
It's only $3, and
right.
I'd like to thank all the sponsors that
please do
support the league and all the fans that come there religiously to watch the games. Even you have elderly people come and they see me on the street. Hey, you guys need to start the game. Oh yeah, I love the games. So I think.
So what time does the game start?
The game starts at 6:30, and from tomorrow, it's 3 games tomorrow, and that's the last game, Blazers versus West Gunners, which will be quite interesting. I think you need to come down.
Yeah, but you know what? You have to talk to your PRO because I don't think we get the information fast enough. So we could disseminate the information to the general public. So of course I know that you're here now. So I like the games that's coming on tomorrow night. So definitely I'll be there to support.
But that don't mean you mustn't come Saturday. No,
I can't to support my team from the West.
Which team? Well, I'm involved with that team myself, but I don't have any favorites like that. But I just love I'm a fan of basketball, and I like the competition and stuff like that.
So I just want to say again, folks, if you're just checking in, we have in the studios Mr. Roger Smith. He's here to promote Honorable Junior Fraser Save the Seed Basketball League that's going on. Started last week. This is the second week. Exciting games for you guys this weekend. Please come out and support them. $3 at the door. Games start at 6:30, you said?
Yeah, 6:30.
6:30. 3 exciting games on Friday. You guys games on Saturday, yes?
Still exciting games on
Saturday and Sunday. So please do come out. Like I said, we have a packed show. So again, if you missed earlier, we had the folks from the Olympic Committee and the Olympics who went to the Olympics. They were here representing. But do stick and stay. We have a lot more in store for you. With a word from our sponsors.
This is us. This is how we play. This is how we work. This is how we flow.
For decades, BVI has relied on financial services for its economic prosperity and the standard of living we've come to enjoy.
Times have changed. Competition has grown. International pressures have intensified, and the BVI must adapt.
BVI Forward is the government's strategy to strengthen the financial services industry. It is a campaign of far-reaching initiatives serving as the engine that will drive the continuing evolution and innovation of financial services in the BVI. This will help to maintain the territory's competitive advantage in the context of changing international regulatory landscape and growing competition.
There are 10 initiatives under the BVI Forward campaign. Revamp the International Finance Center, strengthen the business development function, engage the population, build BVI lander capability, pursue tax initiatives, enhance customer service at the Financial Services Commission, attract and offer value-added services, reform immigration and labor, invest in infrastructure, and establish a dedicated delivery unit to coordinate and drive implementation.
BVI Forward. It's about me, it's about you, it's about all of us.
It's about working together to safeguard the future prosperity of the British Virgin Islands.
When it comes to your health, being uninsured is never an option. Listen to some sound advice. Nagico's Nagicare is one of the best medical insurance plans your money can buy. We offer you solutions to medical coverage benefits tailor-made to your budget and preferences, so that the next time you visit a doctor, you can rest assured that we've got you covered. Visit our website, nagico.com, or contact a Nagico office or agent near you. Nagico Insurances. We've got you covered.
Welcome back, folks. If you just joined us again, in the studios with us again, we have a packed show for you. We just had earlier the folks from the BVI Olympics, our Olympics committee. They were here letting you know how the Olympics went for us. We also had Mr. Roger Smith from Honorable Julian Fraser Save the Sea League that is going on every weekend here and in. And in the studios with us now, we have the folks from the Iron Fist Boxing Gym. Yep. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So I'll let the big man introduce himself and introduce his guests, and then we'll get right into it.
Okay. My name is Iron Fist Julian Brown, and we have over here Romario Morgan and
Shiloh Dawson.
Okay. No, I've been reading a lot about you guys. I know you guys have a big thing that's going on this next week. You said it is.
Yeah.
So let the general public know what it's all about.
Well, we have Clash of Irons next week. Wednesday night, we start at 7. Iron Fist versus Iron Dog. And also we have a couple other countries coming in to challenge the BVI. And these are some of the boxers that will be entering the competition.
Okay, give us the different weight classes.
We have heavyweight, we have middleweight, we have light heavyweight, we have welterweight, we have lightweight.
And I see you have women.
Yeah.
I read about the woman. I was expecting to see her here tonight. That would be the first for you guys with the woman, for a woman representing us, right?
No, the second.
Oh, so
we
we've
have
had
2012 in Paradise, MMA in Paradise.
Right.
We have a female entered, and she won. Yeah.
Okay, so this is not the same one.
No, different.
Okay, so we're looking good, folks. Again, in the studios with us, we have Mr. Brown, not the one that you see on TV. But the one that's here now, last time he got some good licks from one of his little recruit. He don't want to talk about him, but I want to talk for him. Get some good licks. But in the studios, you have some of his fighters who's going to be competing next Wednesday. You said it is.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
And this is at where?
At the sports complex, the multi-sports complex.
Admission.
We have $50, but the first 200 people reach, we have a discount for them. They pay $40 to go in, and the first 200 students reach, they pay $20, not $25.
No, I've read some information where you talk about organizing this whole thing, how it was, how difficult it is and stuff like that. I don't know if you want to share some information with us. Let the general public know how difficult and how hard it is to do something like this.
Well, it's very difficult because, writing to a lot of people for funding and stuff to really put this thing together, we got no answers, so we had to do it by ourselves. The gym had to do it yourself.
Okay. Now, you compete in the heavyweight section?
Middleweight. I'm a middleweight fighter.
I was about to say. Now, tell us a little about the fighters that you have here. I mean, guys, you fought before.
Yeah.
So you know what to expect.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've been watching the Olympics and I see they take off the headpieces and stuff like that now. So you guys are they fighting with the headpieces?
Novice, they're fighting with 8 pieces, but the open class, they're not fighting with any 8
So
pieces.
these guys aren't open?
No,
Not
not
yet.
as yet.
Okay.
Romare is an open class.
Okay, so you guys know what to expect, some good licks, so you know you got to put up your hand and block and them kind of
give
stuff.
back some good licks too. Of
Good, 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 good. So now, normally for their weight class, how many rounds does they go? Do they go?
They will be fighting 2 minutes for 6 minutes. So they're doing 3 rounds.
Okay, so it's 2 minutes per round?
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys think you're ready? I mean, you look a little small.
Yeah.
I know Mr. Browning, he buffing you guys up and, you know what I mean? What's going on?
You know the BVI style, they wear big clothes and hide the muscle, but when we go in the ring, it's a total different story.
Look, now I know, folks, if you're just joining, they have some questions. If you guys want to get some of the tickets, I can ask you some of the questions, and if you have the right answer, you might be able to win a ticket for this event, which is next Wednesday at the Multi-Sports Complex. So I think one of the questions was, who is the BVI heavyweight champion? That's one of the questions. Another one of the questions is, who was the first to win all his fights by knockout in the BVI? I think I'm going to stop at those two for now. First one is, who was the BVI heavyweight champion? And who was the first to win all his fights by knockout in the BVI? You guys can answer that. 541-7541. You might win a ticket. Okay, again, Mr. Brown, I know we have some more of your fighters in here. We want to get a chance to give them some highlight. Just so tell us a little bit about these two guys and what should we be looking for?
Right now, Sherlon, we're looking from him a lot of body shots towards his opponent. He's very fast. Also, he has power. Romaro has the skill, the head movements and stuff like that. So, yeah, he's a pointer, he's a knockouter.
No, this is not the same Romaro who got knocked out last time, right?
Romaro is the welterweight title. He won the title.
Okay. I know you had a big, strong Letsome guy. Is he? Andrew. Is he still fighting with you guys?
He's training. Yeah, he's still.
He's not gonna be competing this time.
No, not this time, but next time.
Are you competing?
I'm the champ. I'm the main event. What's going on?
But you know you got some licks the last time.
Yeah, but the dude.
But you said
I burst his nose and everything.
That's all. But he gave you some good licks in him, man.
He gave me a couple licks. That's a couple licks.
Yes, tell us about the training you guys got going through. Mario, tell me about training.
Well, we have to do a lot of very hard training because, you know, hard work pays off. And, of course, we don't want anyone come back from any country and put us down like that. So we've been training very hard.
Okay. It's not the first time you're fighting?
No, it's not the first time.
So tell us what makes you, what's different, for what we should look for different in this fight?
Well, something like Mike Tyson, short, quick.
Inside?
Power shots.
Inside?
Mostly, yes.
Yeah, you know the height of your opponent? You know who you're going up against?
No, not yet until.
So when you come and you see somebody the height of your coaches, you know.
Never backing down.
That's
what we're taught.
Okay, seems like we have a caller. Let me see if I have a caller on board. Good evening, you're the sports desk. Hello.
Hello, good night.
Yes, good night.
Yeah, I call in to give the answer.
Okay, which one of the questions you answered? Number one, who is the BVI heavyweight champion, and number two, who was the first to win all his fights by knockout?
Number two.
Okay, answer the question. Who was the first? Go ahead.
Is it Andrew Letson Jr.?
Mr. Brown?
Yeah, you got the answer.
So I guess you're correct. So you want to give us your name so we could put you in, Mr. Brown is going to put your name towards a ticket for you.
Okay, my name is Jamoy.
Okay, Jamoy. They got a lot of Jamoy now, you know. I hope he's not one of the fighters, you know.
No, I don't know that one.
Okay. The voice sounds familiar, but I think I know who you are. Anyhow, Mr. Jamoy, you can give us a call back after the show. We'll try to get that lock in for you. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, all right.
I see you have one of the tickets gone already.
I think the questions are too easy.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, folks, again, if you're joining us, We in the studios live. We have Mr. Brown, Iron Fist Boxing Gym, BVI, going up against the other Iron Fist Gyms.
Iron Dog.
Iron Dog.
He's from Jamaica.
Okay, then I heard a lot of guys from Anguilla.
And Anguilla, yeah.
Is going to be competing against a lot of our guys from here.
Yeah.
So all the fights are matched already?
Yeah, all the fights are matched already.
So you know who you're going up against?
Yeah, going up against a dude from Jamaica who thinks he can carry iron in his name. So
Okay.
I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna beat the iron out of him.
Okay, my question
and
is,
leave him with the dog.
I know the last time that you had a fight here, it was kind of a makeshift ring and stuff like that. How's that
this time we have a professional ring.
And what about our referees and stuff?
We have referees coming from overseas also.
So we're actually looking at professional type fights now.
Yeah, real professional thing.
Now, I know I've read where you were talking about being a part of Olympics for the next 2020. Tell us how far are you as far as getting being a member of the Olympic Committee, what's your challenges?
Right now, I'm ready. We have the guys. It's just the support of the Olympic Committee and also the government to really put forth everything for us. So we are ready with the energy and everything.
So you sent in all the documents that you need to send into the Olympic Committee?
Well, we sent in some.
Okay, so I think that's where you start. You make sure that you have all the documents necessary or needed to be a member of the Olympic Committee, and think it's something that's sanctioned, voted in or something like that.
Okay.
And then it goes there. So I think you may need to contact who you need to contact in the Olympic Committee now to make that possible, because I'd love to see you guys and some of these young guys from the BVI representing also.
Yeah.
Now, I know you have other two guys that's going to come in, so I'm going to let these guys get out and let those other two guys get in so we can hear from them. So, folks, again, I am Fist Boxing Gym BVI. Stick and stay. We'll be right back with a word from our sponsors.
This is us. This is how we play. This is how we work. This is how we flow.
Hands, sing BVI, wave them to the sky, rock from side to side, vacation for you and I. Hands, sing BVI, wave them to the sky, rock from side to side, vacation for you and I. Come out and enjoy your country, local foods like fish and fungi, rates you can afford, enjoy hotel sailing and more. Me tell them, no need to go nowhere, we have what you need right here. Relax at our resorts and take a sightseeing tour. Come on out and you should take this opportunity to have a vacation station for you and me. Me tell them, hands, sing BVI, wave them to the sky, rock from side to side, vacation for you and I.
And now it's time to plan your BVI staycation. Visit us at www.bvistaycation.com. This is a message from the BVI Tourist Board's Staycation campaign.
Okay, folks, welcome back. If you just joined us again in the studios with us, Mr. Brown and his crew from the Iron Fist Boxing Gym and the BVI. They have a competition that's going on this next Wednesday. What's the date?
The 31st of August.
Wednesday, 31st of August in the Multisports Complex. There's a competition between the BVI and alongside some of the other Caribbean islands. I know Anguilla, he said it's Jamaica, Antigua.
St. Croix.
St. Croix. Okay, so we have a variety of boxers coming from throughout the Caribbean that's going to be competing here the 31st of August in a multi-sports complex. So we're asking each and everyone to come out. I think he said that the admission is $50. If 200 people come early, they get it cheaper. And it's $25, but if 200 students or more come early, they get it cheaper. So we're asking one and all to come out and support. He said the proceeds are going back into the Iron Fist Gym, trying to help to advance his boxers. Now, in the studios with us, we have two new additions to who we've had earlier. Let us know your name.
Eric Massacre.
And Jalen Dawson.
Okay, we have Mr. Dawson and Mr. Massacre. Mr. Massacre, tell me what weight class are you?
I'm a middleweight.
And?
Me as well.
Okay, now, you guys have fought before. This is your first time.
No, I've fought before.
This is actually my first time.
I mean, how do you feel? Are you a little jittery, getting ready for something like this?
Actually, I excited.
You ready?
Yeah, I excited.
You put in the work?
Yeah.
Well, from the other guys that I saw earlier, you look like you're really ready. I see the body look like tight and stuff. You don't look like the coach here who say he hiding his size among. You fought before. How was your first fight?
Well, it was pretty alright. I mean, I get a little touch up, but you know, God give it. You have to give and take. You know.
So, what's you gonna do different than this fight that you've gone up against?
Well, more I'll just focus on keeping my guard up for sure, because that one hit to the face was not nice.
Yeah.
So.
And
yeah.
you realize that you guys are fighting for 2 minutes. Are you guys in that type of shape where you can go 3 rounds for 2 minutes rounds?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah.
You think you are?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Before I come back to you guys again, I still have some outstanding tickets. If you guys want to win some tickets, we have some questions. One is gone already, so I'm going to give you 2 more questions. We have who was the BVI's heavyweight champion? That was the first question. The second question we have is, what is Iron Fist Boxing Gym's motto? And the next question we have is, what year did the Iron Fist Gym start in the BVI? We want date and year. So those are 3 questions that I'm just throwing out there for you guys, so you can win a ticket to come to next Wednesday's fight bout, title bout. I know the last time we did good, Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
We got some licks, but we shared some licks.
Yeah, and we buried some news too.
And again, he said, again, we can look forward to a female bout. It's one of the main events also.
No, the female is just an exhibition.
Okay, we have a female bout. Who's she going up against?
Ashley Miller going up against Antigone.
Antigone.
Yeah.
So I know you guys want to come out and see that. This is woman up against woman.
Okay.
So you know, Lick's gonna be sharing.
Trouble.
Lick's gonna be sharing.
They'll be fighting over me.
No, from the last time I saw the you guys fight, I know I saw some crazy hands going all over the place.
It's different this time.
So these guys are now tamed.
Yeah.
So
I have to
they were raw the first time, so now they're now tamed.
Yeah, now they understand what it is.
So now we punching.
Straight punching, jabs, hooks, straight
Uppercuts.
right, uppercuts, all of them, all the above.
We could be looking forward to professional fighting this time.
Real professional fighting.
And again, like he said, this time around we have referees that come from overseas. That the ring is going to be professionally styled. So we want each and everybody to come out. Like I said, the proceeds from this fight is going back into rebuilding and helping to mold a new set of boxers. And I think you're doing a pretty good job. Like I said, I'm surprised that you don't have a lot more people that's wants to come out and train with you, because I think sometimes when I go into the high school, I see the energy that these guys, they're always getting in trouble. Those are the guys I think that you need to target in order to put into the ring, because they got so much energy and it's like they're always willing to hit something.
Yeah, basically we have an after-school program at the high school where some of them come out and they train with us, and that is going well. If you notice, Eric is from the high school. Okay. Eric take his training more serious because he suffered from a broken nose. So,
So he has to defend.
Yes.
He has to defend. Okay.
And right now, myself have to be careful sparring with Eric because he's so skilled now.
Okay, that's
he
good
getting
to know.
up, he ripped and everything.
Now, if somebody wants to get in touch with you and try to be a part of this, how can they do so?
You have Facebook, you have my email, you have my number. Iron Fist Boxing Gym is in Eastern Langlook Community Center, next to the fire station. We have the program also at the high school, after school program. So you can contact any of the principal at the high school or anyone at the boxing.
So if any one of the other schools want to participate,
they can
student?
come to the high school, BVI High School, Elmo Store.
Time?
3:30.
3:30 you start training?
Yeah.
And just to get an overview of what type of training do you guys do?
We do fitness, we do mitts, we do bag works, and fitness is a must. So we do like 70% fitness.
Now, for you to test if somebody is capable or able to fight, is there a program that you go through? Is there some kind of fitness scale or something that they do in order for you to determine, okay, well, you know, you might be able to do this or you may not able, you know? How do you do it?
To know if one of my students is ready to fight, I have them spar at me and I try and knock them out. Yeah, so once he defend himself and, you know, his guards help and stuff like that, you know, my left hook always works, right? Or my straight right. So, yeah, they're pretty much ready for this.
I want to ask you a question, but I hope it's not one of these questions in here. Okay, I don't think I see it, but let me ask you anyway. How long have you been fighting?
I've been fighting over 12 years.
Okay, and your 12 years, I mean, what's your record?
Right now it's 39.
You fought 39 fights? Or you fought more than 39 fights?
Well, 39 fights.
39 fights you fought?
Yeah.
In your 12-year span? How many knockouts you had?
In the 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many knocked you out?
I'm gonna get knocked out, boss. Listen, right? The hardest fight for me was the Cayman fight. You know, he rocked my knees, make my knees shake, and I was like, no, hell no, I will never go on your floor, never, right? And
but you can't say that when that big, strong Australian boy almost knocked you out some time ago.
He's a South African boss.
almost knocked you out some.
That's almost, but look at his face.
Yeah, but you know he's a different color to you, so you know you took advantage of him there, but he had you shaking. I see you threw you against the ropes a couple of times.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Let me deal with my young guys right here. Guys, like I say, for you it's your first fight.
Yeah.
Don't fall like the coach. You need to get some licks. When you go on, you know you have to defend. I know he probably said, you know, you're ready. Do you think that you're ready?
Of course.
What about you?
Of course, definitely.
I know you've been there before, so you know what to expect.
Yeah.
I mean, like I say, if you go up and you meet a guy this size fighting against you, how does it make you feel?
Ain't nothing you got to eat. You just got to fight. You know, there's no fair. It's like you either do it or you don't. I mean.
So age doesn't have a factor to play in this, or it's just the weight class?
We have adults and we have juniors.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these would be considered what, juniors?
Juniors.
Okay, and what age category does a junior fall?
Under 18.
Okay, so anything above?
Is open class and adult.
Okay, so you guys, like I say, for the first set of guys who was here, I want to wish them luck. I want to wish you luck. I guess, again, I'm giving you the opportunity so you can let everybody know what to expect.
I'm going to beat my opponent to sickness.
I'll let everybody know what we're talking about.
In the second round, he's going to fall. He's going to kneel down.
So your main event fight is going to be 3 rounds also?
No, 10 rounds.
Oh, so you... Oh, okay. Wow. You can stand 10 rounds?
Yeah. I stand more than 10 rounds.
Okay, no comment. Again, if you want to see him fight, you have to come out. And again, let everybody know what we're talking about, what it's going to be.
We're talking about Clash of Irons, Iron Fist versus Iron Dog at the Multi-Sports Complex on the 31st of August. We start 7 p.m.
How many fights?
We have 9 fights. I'm the main event. Yes.
Okay, and like I said, you can look forward to some of the young ones that are here. Also, the women, they're going to be up and clashing too. So, I mean, I want to again wish you guys luck. I know you probably may have some butterflies when you step in the ring for the first time. But once you get, you know, one touch up, everything will be gone out your head. You know what I'm saying? So, keep your arms up, you know. Again, folks, if you just checked in with us, we are at the end of our show. Earlier, we had the folks from the Olympic Committee, who went to Olympics. We had the chef de mission, we had the coach, and we had the president of the Olympic Committee who was here. They were giving us an update on how the Olympics went and how our athletes did over there. And shortly after that, we had folks from Honorable Julian Fraser, Save the Seed Basketball League that's going on this weekend and every weekend thereafter. And of course, right now in the studios with us, again, my main man here, so Mr. Brown, is promoting Clash of the Irons boxing match, which is on 31st of August. Starts at 7 p.m., you said?
Yes, sir.
Multi-sports complex right here in the BVI. We have participating countries from Jamaica, Antigua, Anguilla, St. Croix. So we look forward to everybody coming out. I mean, it's some place to go, something to see, and look forward to our young guys getting some experience in the ring. Again, he says if you want to get in touch with him, if you want to be a part of the boxing thing, you can locate him at East End at the Iron Fish Gym, which is between the community center and the fire station. Or you can find him at the BVI High School at 3:30 in the after-school program. So you have no excuse. If you have a child that's, have a lot of rage and, just want to get out, look for my man, Mr. Brown. I think he might be able to help you out in that area. And you never know, we might have a hell of a fighter coming out of that program. So again, Mr. Brown, I want to thank you for coming through, you and your guys. I want to wish you guys the best of luck. We'll be there to see you guys either share some blows or get some blows. I'm going to be there watching the man in his main event because he has a lot to chat. And I see him getting beat up before. So again, folks, it's been great. I want to say thank you to my good co-host who held on for me earlier this night. Paul on the ball, he had to leave. So you have me. And we're going to be here next week again discussing more sports for you guys. So again, it's been great. From Virgin Gorda, Anegada, Josh Van Dyke, Total British Virgin Islands and Caribbean. Those of you folks on the internet, we want to say thank you for logging in, and we'll see you guys next week.